Recording? Yeah. And then just like make sure to hit that.
Okay.
I want to add to this one.
I got it.
2, 1.
Becy, or Borderlands Earth Care Youth, is a 6-week internship over the summer where we have high school students, usually from the ages 15 to around 20, join, and we do a bunch of restoration work.
Restoration is coming into the environment and improving upon what is already in place. A lot of it is erosion control, things that have continued to deteriorate over time just due to weathering. One of the things that I give, for example, is when we do erosion control structures, not only are we restoring these eroded channels, is what we call them, which is just water running quickly through an area and tearing the land apart. We're bringing it into good health from bad health, and then from there it can even become better. Like a lot of the vegetation we've seen come back, the wildlife we see come back.
So what's your favorite memory?
Probably when we were playing Mafia, and then they all thought it was so many different people when it was me, and I won.
It's Donna.
All right.
Keep voting me. No, I knew it.
I think my favorite memory was when we went to the Huachuca Mountains. We had to drive up this really steep road, and that was just really fun, like getting to be up in like a new place. I had no idea that mountain range existed, and we got to just like look out on everything, and we were super high up, and the weather was like nice and cold up there. So that was one of my favorite memories in Becy this year.
My favorite memory of Becy was probably planting trees with Diego and Santini, having fun and all the laughs and joys. Swinging at Valeria's drone while working in Blackmock Park.
Hey!
We're all very comfortable with each other, I would say. We've learned a lot about each other, and it's just very like, I don't know, we had a lot of good laughs, we were doing activities, and we just talk about whatever is going on in our lives, and we have really nice conversations. So I would say that's probably like my favorite memory, or like types of memories that I've made this summer.
Probably going into each project and each part of the day with the same group over the last 6 weeks, getting to know each and every one of like the Patagonia Becy gang, and saying things like Becy vibes, and going out there with each project. It just made us each closer, and we each laughed more, and we each got just a little more friendly, and now I feel like we're like a Becy fam pretty much.
A way Becy has impacted me was trying to help out the earth and trying to preserve it, which made me feel good about the work we're doing.
I reflect more on what I'm doing for the earth now, and not even just because of the earth, like just sort of the things I care about. I reflect on how there's so many issues in the world now that I didn't quite think about before joining Becy, and like how I as an individual actually make a huge impact with those things.
The environment and just seeing wildlife and stuff. The way that I look at things.
Probably in opening my eyes to the environment and just learning what exactly is around me and how I can give back to it, especially when it comes to restoring the environment that's already there and helping out the wildlife that's already here. It's already really beautiful, and to give to it, it's really special.
Learning about what I can do to help the issues on our planet today, currently, in like present time. Because, for example, a few days ago we went to Deep Dirt Farm, and I met awesome people who work to implement sustainable practices in their farming and just in the way that they maintain the entire farm. And that really inspired me to like go out on my own and watch more documentaries and learn about how, like, what we're doing to the planet and what I can do myself to just prevent like more waste and live a more sustainable lifestyle. That's definitely something that I know has impacted me like deeply, and something I want to carry on into the rest of my life.
Okay, so what's one thing you've learned from Becy?
Honestly, in Becy, I can't just choose one thing that I've learned. I've learned so much from Duke and Ariana, and everybody in the group just has taught me so much and has opened my eyes.
some of the favorite things I learned this year was how to attach PVC pipes. Like, that's so random, but I had a lot of fun doing that. And it's just like, you learn a lot of stuff in Becy that you wouldn't necessarily learn elsewhere. And so I'm glad I had this opportunity. I learned how to sort of read the lay of the land and like how water flows where and why we put certain buildings where we do. And I think that's like a super cool thing I wouldn't have known about had I not done Becy.
One thing Becy taught me was how to restore our lands and how to redirect water to where we can use it for our plants and our wildlife instead of just wasting it.
Hands-on, like building rock dams to slow down erosion and keep the water keep it from like just sliding off of the land and actually helping it soak into the ground. And also like how we built a cistern system at the Patagonia Youth Center. That was really something I thought was very interesting. And overall practices like those that I can like build things and actually do like small scale projects.
It also helped me learn about friendship and like community and trying to help out everyone.
The coolest thing I learned from Becy is how different each group can be and how valuable each person that you can meet in a new group and talking to that person, and how rewarding that talking to each person in the group can be, especially when you're all doing something as hard as working out in the sun for 6 hours. Talking to other people keeps you sane, but it just keeps everyone effective, and it just made for a great summer.
Becy to me is like a moment for transformation for people. I think it gives students the opportunity to have something to do, first of all, over the summer, along with getting into the environment and learning about why it's important to protect the land that we live on. I think that we're teaching people to appreciate like getting closer with the earth, and I think the best way that I heard it from someone is that we're not only like connecting people with their environment, but we're also teaching them to become closer with the earth. And I think when we talk about becoming closer with the earth, we talk about improving multiple aspects of people's lives and improving like their emotional health and like their motivation and endurance, and just like grounding themselves literally and like spiritually, doing a lot of the work that we do in the environment.
That's why I'm behind the bat so they can't see me.
That's gonna keep us strong. You went through the water?
Hey, no videos! No videos!